Hello, good morning students. Now today we are going to learn the lesson Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. See, the leader that is given over here, Nelson Mandela, is very famous in the international history, international politics. Nelson Mandela was the first black president of South Africa, who has changed the vision of South Africa with his presence and who gave a proper direction to the development of South Africa. He was most sought after president by the civilians of South Africa. Not only this, he had a kind of magic in his speaking, in his speeches, that made South Africa to follow him. Not only South Africa, all over the international politics, he was very famous for his speeches and the decisions that he had taken for South Africa. So this is a lesson that we are going to learn is Nelson Mandela. Now what is there in this lesson? Chapter number 2. Nelson Mandela is a name of person who was the first black president of South Africa. Now before we start actual to the lesson, I'll suggest you, instead of that, in this online tutorial, instead of wasting my time and your time in reading the lesson, I'll send you the lesson in the PDF file. You read it and I'll tell you the summary. Now what is the summary? What are the important points that I'll go for? See what happens in this main points here. In the year 1994, Nelson Mandela became the first president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela, after the 3 centuries of white rule, that was British rule, this South Africa was also under the control of British, and it was ruled by the British, and Nelson Mandela was the first person. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress ANC party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic election of South Africa's history, and with that he deserved to become the president of South Africa. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Building Amphitheatre in Pretoria today, which is in Pretoria, today's place, and attended by politicians, dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. Never again will the beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. These are the famous lines from his speech that was delivered first time by Nelson Mandela. Now let us come to the important point that was in the year 1994 May. Now this 10th of May he sworn for as the president of South Africa. Now with him Mr. in the amphitheatre, Mr. de Klerk, who was the second deputy president, and Mr. Thabo was the first deputy president, and Mr. Nelson Mandela was the president of South Africa. Now then came Mandela's turn after these two people took the oath of presidentship, and then came Mandela's turn, and his first words in his address were, this is the first time that the South Africa civilians are watching a black president, which means liberty for South Africa. So in this way he became inspirational to the country of South Africa. See the date, student, the date that is mentioned here, have you noticed it? It is the year 1994 when South Africa got freedom. Now you see 1994, we got freedom in 1947. In the year 1994, I was in 10th standard, and I was just a school going boy, and it was a big news all over the televisions and all. We too had a television at home, and the news spreaded all over the world. India was a free country. The Indian Prime Minister also joined the addressing of Mr. Nelson Mandela, and it became a news for India also that South Africa won freedom. After this election, where Nelson Mandela's party won by 252 seats, this democracy was announced, and it was the time when South Africa became popular with the news of Nelson Mandela's being a president. Not only this, Nelson Mandela, when he started in his speech, he talked about how they were ruled to become poor, and this poverty that South Africa was facing, how Nelson Mandela with his vision, with his decision, will take it to a developed country. He said that he would even see that now onwards there won't be another attack, or there won't be another operation that South Africa has to face and go under someone's rule. So impressively he displayed the jets, aeroplanes after the oath taking ceremony, and then there was a spectacular display of jets, and South African jets and helicopters rode in the perfect formation over them in the sky. It was also a demonstration of military's loyalty to democracy and to the new government. Then the two national anthems were played, and then the national anthem of South Africa and Britain was played there in the oath taking ceremony. Now this was the second important point, the sense of history. Nelson Mandela was overwhelmed with the sense of history. He was good at having the knowledge of the world at international level of all the countries, and he was good at history. A few years after Anglo-Boer War, Apartheid was introduced in South Africa. Now see, the society based on social discrimination was the harshest and most inhuman society in the world. Now a system based on the equality of all men regardless of their color and race would replace. Now the South African society, which was practicing the inhuman traditions, that was going to be replaced with a democratic system where the law is equal for everyone, where there is no discrimination, where everyone gets same the chance of equality without any discrimination of race and place. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in the people. Now apartheid is which was practiced under the rule of British. I'll explain the meaning also. Which was practiced under the British rule, and this made a very great wound in the minds of South African people. The people over there came with the experience of the British rule. South Africa was a country with minerals, gems, diamonds, but that was not the real wealth of South Africa, but the characters, the people, the leaders. The second deputy, as I said, who took the oath of second deputy, and the first deputy like Caesars, Thabo, and Mr. de Klerk, Nelson Mandela. This was the actual property of South Africa, and this property of South Africa has made a difference to win democracy for South Africa, to get free from the British rule, to get free from the white rule. So this sense of history which made Nelson Mandela and the characters with him and the people, the leaders with him, to come to fight against the deprivation, the poverty, the exploitation by the white rule, and to struggle for freedom. There comes a point, the struggle of comrades. Nelson Mandela learned the meaning of courage from such a brave comrades. Courage is the victory over fear. Now he says courage is the history over fear. Not only that, and he gives courage is the victory over fear. These comrades were ready to risk and sacrifice their lives for an idea, the idea of freedom. The comrades, these characters, these fighters, these leaders, they were behind freedom. And even the darkest prisons, their hopes, the faith were not broken. They never allowed the flame of struggle to be extinguished. Then Nelson Mandela joined the joining of National Congress. Nelson Mandela realized that not only was he deprived for the freedom, but there were other people the Africans, the whole Africa was deprived of freedom. See, when this struggle was going on, Nelson Mandela was not the only fellow who was fighting for freedom. There were many people, and Nelson Mandela also had this idea that he is not the only who is deprived of freedom. The whole society, civilian South Africans, are kept away from the freedom. So he joined hands with everyone, every leader, every person of South Africa to get the freedom. In this process, the comrades of the country who were also fighting for the freedom, and their struggle was in the same thing, to fight against the white rule and to get the freedom. Not only that, it is from these comrades in the struggle that Nelson Mandela learned the meaning of courage. Time and again he had seen men and women risk and give their lives for the idea of struggle. He says in his speech that this comrades taught him the idea of courage. Courage is the thing that to sacrifice the life of freedom. The comrades were ready to sacrifice their life for freedom. That he speaks in his speech. So then he even speaks about the National African Congress, and he says that National Congress of South Africa was even having the wish to become free from the white rule, and in that they were attempting to get full self-respect from the white rule. That was why Nelson Mandela joined the African National Congress, where there was a place for self-respect, and this joining to the Congress totally transformed Mr. Nelson Mandela. and this transformation made a weak young man into a bold one, Nelson Mandela, who became later the president, first black president of South Africa. Now, both of them, Congress and comrades, have got the freedom. In this, Nelson Mandela wants to say, now the comrades shall think for the country as they have got their first aim, that was freedom, and the African National Congress also shall think for the development of the country. So this was the summary of the lesson, where who took the oath. There were three people, they took the oath: the deputy president, second president, first president, and the president, Nelson Mandela. Then it was taken in the amphitheater. The oath ceremony was taken in the amphitheater. There were jets and helicopters. They flew over them and made the ceremony a precious one. Nelson Mandela talked about the white rule. Nelson Mandela talked about history that had happened in South Africa. Nelson Mandela talked about the real wealth that is not in the gems and minerals, but the characters, those who were produced in this freedom fight. Nelson Mandela also talked about the parties, that is Comrades and Congress, that he comes from Congress. He talked about these parties, and Nelson Mandela further says, we shall come together for the development of our country, even if it is comrade, even if it is Congress. So